Hi, I'm Shirley Liao. In this chapter on Internet marketing, in addition to the SEO discussed in the previous chapter, we will learn all about pay-per-click advertising, free advertising, email list, hit matters, and the like. Let's start with a warning about pay-per-click advertising. This type of advertising has become vastly more expensive over the last 10 years as more advertisers have crowded into the field. Many people are trying to make money on the internet by selling low-cost items, such as information in the form of ebooks and the like. Internet users are notoriously loath to part with their money because there is a tradition and expectation that things on the internet should be free. So if you use pay-per-click advertising rather than SEO, you'll end up with a lot of clicks, but not necessarily a lot of sales. Don't let the bidding get too bad. If you are losing money on pay-per-click advertising because people are clicking through to your site but just browsing and not buying, rethink. As mathematician, I believe that most people trying to make money exclusively from the internet using pay-per-click advertising are losing money. Clicks have become fantastically expensive. It can cost $5 or more a click, and unless your servers are buying expensive items and a lot of them, you very well may lose money. Find a niche. The most important aspect of internet marketing is to find a niche. This doesn't apply if you've already got a physical business and just want to expand to the internet, of course, but if you are going for internet-only marketing, you have to find a niche, unless you are Walmart. The internet is so crowded that if your topic is too popular, you'll just be crowded off the search results page. The keyword retirement had 872 paid edits. You have to find a niche and position your product to match that niche. For example, get published is to broad a topic, assuming you have an ebook on publish. Publish a nonfiction book is too broad a topic. Even publish a how-to book is probably too broad. Publish your dead book might work. Do market research. To find your niche, you have to do market research, and a lot of it. Use the keyword research tools to get estimates of traffic for various keywords. Check out your competition. Take a look at the paid ads on Google for your keywords. You want some, but not a lot. You can also run surveys on social sites like Facebook. Here's a guerrilla marketing tactic you can try. A fake buy button. It takes a lot of work to develop an ebook or a video course, or to import super rare widgets. Some people do their marketing research with fake buy buttons. They are just buttons labeled. buy that don't actually let the customer buy, because you don't have any product as yet, but instead record their click of the button. That way, you can compare your number of visitors to the number of purchases. Code your conversion rate. Before investing a lot of time and money developing a product that's not going to fly, you're annoying some people this way, and you can probably kiss sales to them goodbye even if you are polite and ask them to come back later. Also know that just because someone clicks a buy button doesn't mean they are actually going to buy. An appreciable fraction of people will opt out before entering any credit card information. Another technique is to collect email address to follow up regularly. It being said that the same product has to be presented at least 7 times to the average interested web server before they will buy, and the email lists are perfect for that. For example, you may have a language tutoring site and sign people up on an email list that promise them a word a day email containing a common English word and its translation into 4 other languages. Promote your tutoring service in each email. Actually, sending 1 such email a day is probably too much. Word a week would be better. You will see how to use an online service to set up your email list later in this chapter. Start with a landing page. You will need a landing page to steer your customers to when you click your ad. This page is where the clickable link in the ad directs them, and your landing page should be direct and give them just what they want. That is, don't use your company's homepage if it's going to make the customers search for what they want. We'll use our Down House page as our landing page, and you can see that page in the figure, the landing page. The landing page should also have a call to action in it, an add to cart button, for example, or at least a phone number. We'll add the following call to action in our home Down House page. A message that the customer should call the property manager to arrange a showing. You can see this call to action in the figure, call to action. This is a particularly low-key call to action, but in this case, we don't want huge, screaming 48-point text because these are largely down houses and we want to appear civilized. Let's start this chapter with a discussion of free but still very effective advertising on Craigslist. www.craigslist.org. Currently, and there is no guarantee for the future, given how rapidly the web evolves. Craigslist is the best way to advertise anything that's restricted to a specific geographic location, such as down houses. Meadow Ridge down houses actually exist. They are beautiful places should you be interested, and I advertise them exclusively graduate list. I've tried all sorts of ways to advertise Google AdWords, local newspapers, sites for rentals and housing, but none of them comes close to graduate list and is free, as of this writing anyway. Some AD categories in some sites have a charge. Craigslist is much like classified advertising in newspapers. You can post your AD for a specific geographic location once every 48 hours, not more often. Don't try to get around that by posting slightly different ads for the same things more often than that. If the new ad is too similar, their automated software will pick it up and deny the listing. And if it doesn't, they might pick up the duplicate AD by visually scanning, and you run risk of being banned. Craigslist is only for things limited to a specific geographic area. Currently, if you post the same or a similar ad on multiple city sites, Craigslist will ban you. Go to www.craigslist.org now and click the city you're interested in. If you don't see it, click the state and then the city. If your city doesn't appear, you can suggest that Craigslist add it. You can see the Boston graduate list in the figure, the Boston graduate list. Middle read down houses are housing, so click the app's housing link under the housing heading to scope out the computation, which appears in the figure, apartments on Boston graduate list. Clicking one of the links you see in the figure, apartments on Boston graduate list brings up the list AD. As you see in the figure, an apartment AD. Note the reply to email address. That's how potential customers get in touch with you. The process of posting your own ad differs by what category you want to post and what city you are posting in. To get an idea, click the post link you see in the figure, apartment on Boston graduate list at upper right, bringing you to the page you see in the figure posting an apartment AD. Click I am offering housing to bring up figure, selecting an apartment AD. Note that some of the listings in figure apartments on Boston Craigslist include the keyword image, meaning an image is elements to reference an image element, and the pic means an image you upload to graduate list. I recommend that you have images. Of course, but that you write your AD using HTML and the image elements to reference your images as hosted on your ISP, rather than uploading images to graduate list. Uploaded images are reduced and appear only at the end of the listing, while images embedded with image elements are full size and can appear anywhere in the AD. Write your AD in HTML rather than plain text, HTML allows you to style it to make more of an impression. You will get better results. Note that Craigslist is currently considering restrictions on what HTML elements you can use. Click Apps for Rent in the figure, selecting an apartment AD to bring up the screen shown in figure. Creating an apartment AD. This is where you create your AD, fill in the rent, the number of bedrooms, the title you want displayed in the AD listing page, the text or HTML for your AD in the posting description field, and your email address. Then click Continue at the bottom of the page of the screen in figure, creating an apartment AD. When you click Continue, you'll be asked if you accept the terms of service and be shown a graphic of some distorted text to type in. To make sure you are not some software that's automatically posting. When your AD is submitted, Craigslist will email you a link that you have to click to complete the process. When you click the link, your browser navigates to the AD accept page in Craigslist and your AD is posted. If you want to advertise an apartment that has 2 to 3 bedrooms, leave the number of bedrooms drop-down list box at 0, which means that Craigslist will not include that number in the listing title. If you do that, however, make sure you include the number of bedrooms 2 to 3 in the posting title text. And that's it for Craigslist. Currently, you cannot beat it for posting free ads for geographically restricted items. Advertising on Google. When it comes to pay-per-click, Google is the big one. That doesn't necessarily mean it's the best one for your needs. It doesn't almost always mean it's the most expensive one. Many people do advertising on Google, of course, and we'll take a look at the process here of signing up and getting your first and running. There are 3 steps to getting your first and running. Assuming you haven't done this before, you create a Google AdWords account. You create your first AD and then you set up your billing information. We'll take a look at the steps here. Note that your AD will only actually run when you submit your billing information. Create your AdWords account. First off, you have to create a Google AdWords account. Go to the AdWords homepage, http://adwords.google.com. Select. Click the Click to Begin button. Click the Standard Edition button. Click Continue. Click the appropriate button to indicate whether you have an existing Google account. Follow the instructions, entering your email address and password. Click Create Account or Continue if you already have some type of Google account. Select your currency. Click Continue. OK, that gets your account started. Your account will be activated once you have done two things. Create your first campaign and enter your billing information. Google will send you a welcome email information. You can activate your account by creating your first campaign and by entering your billing information. The mail includes a link you should click. http adwords.google.com. This takes you to a page where you can begin your campaign. A shine-in figure here's where you start a campaign in the AdWords system. Creating your first AD campaign. Now it's time to create your first AD. ADs are stored in AD campaigns, and a campaign can have as many ADs as you like. After you have signed into your AdWords account, here's how you create your first AD. Google is always changing this process, so it might not be in the same order as you read here. Click the Create First Campaign button. Select the language for the AD and the geographic location targeting option, if any. Click Continue. Enter your AD's text in the form. You will be asked for a headline for the AD, the body of the AD, the URL to display at the bottom of the AD, and the actual URL of the landing page, which can be different from the display URL. Click Continue. Enter keywords that will best target your AD when searched by Google users. Click Continue. Since you are creating the first ad here, you might want to look at some of the keyword suggestion tools. Don't forget to target your keyword to your niche. Always ask yourself what you will type in if you are searching for your product. And bear in mind that users are much more likely to enter 2 or 3 word keywords rather than one. Enter the amount of money you are willing to spend on this and the campaign each day. Note that this is a maximum amount. If not enough users click the AD, you won't reach this amount every day. Enter the maximum amount you are willing to pay each time a user clicks your AD. This is called the CPC, or cost per click. Know the CPC strongly influences the position of your AD on the search results page. The higher your bid, the higher your AD's position. This is also a maximum if non-competitors is near your price. You may not be charged the full CPC amount. Click the View Traffic Estimator link to view your average CPC and the cost estimate. Click Continue. Review all the information you have entered to create your first campaign. Click Edit if you want to change anything. Doing so will return you to the edit pages. Click Continue to Billing. The last step in getting started is to enter your billing information. Enter your billing information. Nothing actually happens with your AD until you enter your billing information. When you click Continue to Billing after setting up your first and campaign, you'll be directed to the billing page. Here's what you do. Enter your billing information. Set a time zone for your account. Agree to the AdWords terms and conditions. Click Save and activate. That's all you need to do. Your account should be up and running. Working with your account. To work with your account in general, start by logging at https://adwords.google.com. Select Login with the username and password you selected. Google will remember your username and password. When you have logged in this way for the next time, you go to this page. In the Campaign Management tab, click the Campaign Summary link. Doing so will bring up the Campaign Summary page. You see in figure the Campaign Summary page. The Campaign Summary is an overview of your AD campaigns. Remember, each campaign can have multiple ADs in it. As you can see in figure, the Campaign Summary page in the Current Status column. Campaigns can be either active or paused. Here are the columns you can see in the figure. The Campaign Summary page. Campaign name, the name of each campaign. Current status, whether the campaign is active or paused. Current budget, the daily maximum you have budget for each campaign. Clicks, the number of users who have clicked any AD in your campaign today. Impressions, the number of times the ADs in the campaign have been displayed today. CRT, the click-through ratio, that is clicks impressions you want to aim for at least 0.02%. Average CPC, the average cost per click you have spending in the campaign. Cost, the total you have spent today. This is where you monitor your campaign's performance. You watch the number of clicks and the impressions. If you have not getting enough, it may be time to raise your keyword bids. Let's take a look at a campaign. The blog campaign, for example, clicking the name of the campaign. Blog in figure, the campaign summary. Page opens the blog campaign, as you see in figure, the blog campaign. Each campaign is composed of as many ADs as you want, and the ads in each campaign are as you want, and the ads in each campaign are organized into groups. The blog campaign only contains one and the group blog 1, as you can see in figure. The blog campaign clicking the name of the AD group, blog 1, opens its web page, as you see in figure, the blog 1 and the group. To pause, stop running your ads or resume a campaign, click the Resume Campaign. Link you see in the figure, the blog campaign, which will repost campaign for active campaigns. You can see the AD in the table in figure, the block 1 AD group. There is just one in this group, and you can see the status on the AD in figure. The block 1 AD group. Creating a new AD, want to put a new AD in the current and the group, and therefore into the current AD campaign. Click the Create New AD Test AD link that you see in figure, the block 1 AD group to open the new page you see in figure, creating a new AD. Here's how to create a new test AD. Fill in the headline in the headline text field, max 25 characters. Fill in the description line 1 with the AD text, max 35 characters. Fill in the description line 2 with the AD text, max 35 characters. Add the display URL. This URL will be displayed. Fill in the destination URL of the actual landing page. Click the Save AD button. That add the new test AD to the AD group. As you can see in figure, a new AD. Want to add change the keywords for an AD group. Click the Keywords tab you see in figure, a new AD. Opening the page you see in the figure, and AD group keywords. Note that in the figure and AD group's keywords, you can see the performance of each keyword in terms of impressions, clicks, and the click-through ratio. This is where you turn your keywords performance. To make changes or to add keywords to an AD group, click the Edit Keywords link you see in figure and AD Group's keywords. Opening the page you see in figure, editing an AD Group's keywords. You can edit and add keywords for the current AD group here. When you click the Estimate Search Traffic button, Google shows you an estimate of search traffic by keyword, as you see in figure. Estimating keyword performance. Note that figure, estimating keyword performance only gives you a relative estimate of search traffic. Nothing like the detailed result you get with the Google keyword suggestion tool you saw in the previous chapter. What's good here, however, is the estimated AD positions column, which gives you the level your AD will be at. If it's, for example, your AD will be below 3 others. Although that is just a raw estimate of AD position, your keywords should usually be in the top 10 positions if you want any clicks. The prices you give to your click bids per keyword in Google AdWords is constantly being evaluated by Google. They may frequently decide it not enough. I've had Google accept a $0.5 bid on a keyword only to turn around the next day. Deactivate the keyword and demand a minimum of $0.8. After I gave it $0.8, sometime later it deactivated the keyword again and demanded a minimum of $1. Curious, I gave it $1 per click for the keyword. Sometime later, it came back again and demanded $5 per click for the keyword. Needless to say, I left the keyword deactivated. It became a game. Every day, I'd reported to my wife how many keywords Google had deactivated and raised the price on. Even when I hadn't touched the amount, it's better to raise the bids as demanded by Google keywords today. Only 7 days. Oops, 27 keywords a day. How would I to plan an AD campaign when I spend a lot of time setting things up, and then Google kept raising prices out of my reach over the next few weeks? The keyword they raised prices on were acceptable to them when I started. Yet they started raising prices over time. What if I depend on my income from Google AdWords? I'd always have to live with the threat of suddenly being put out if business as Google raised its minimum acceptable click bids beyond my reach. Advertising in Yahoo. Another popular pay-per-click advertiser is Yahoo, and I've always gotten the impression that's less expensive than Google. You can sign up for an account at http://sem.smallbusiness.yahoo.com. Search engine marketing. Once you have a username and password, you can log in at http://login22marketing.yahoo.com. Edu sign load sign do as shown in figure. Sign into Yahoo. Signing into Yahoo Marketing brings up your AD campaigns, as you can see in figure. An AD campaign overview in Yahoo. Current status, whether the campaign is active or paused. How do you create a campaign in Yahoo? Just click the Create Campaign button at upper right in figure. An AD campaign overview in Yahoo, opening the page you see in figure. Creating an AD campaign in Yahoo. As you can see in figure, creating an AD campaign in Yahoo, the campaign creation process is much the same as it is on Google. You create AD groups, connect them with keywords, set your bids, and so on. Just follow the links you see in figure. Creating an AD campaign in Yahoo. As you can see in the message at left in figure, an AD campaign overview in Yahoo. Yahoo, like Google, has an unfortunate habit of increasing the minimum bids on your keywords without warning. It's warning me that some of my keywords will soon become inactive. To me, this always has a feeling of raising the rent on a shopkeeper sporadically without warning. after the shopkeeper has moved in. Advertising on Amazon Microsoft Ad Center is another popular pay-per-click search engine, and you can advertise here as well. Just go to https://adcenter.microsoft.com. As you see in figure, sign in to Microsoft Ad Center and click the Sign Up Today button to create an account. When you have created a username and password, you can sign in, as shown in figure. Sign in to Microsoft Ad Center. You are taken to the campaign overview page. As you see in figure, an Ad Center campaign overview, where you can click your campaigns and AD groups to see their details. Want to create a new campaign? Just click the Create Campaign button you see in figure, an Ad Center campaign overview, and the page you see in figure. Creating a center campaign appears. You are walked through the whole process, from configuring the new campaigns, settings, creating the ads, setting the keywords, and establishing the pricing. Fundamentally, advertising in Microsoft and Ad Center is much like advertising on Google or Yahoo, although I got the impression that it's less expensive than the other two, for the moment anyway. Tracking your hits. When you are doing any marketing, keeping track of your metrics such as AD impressions, clicks, click-through ratio, and so on is very important. Certainly, tracking your hits when you advertising on Craigslist can help you tune your ads. If you make a change to your ad test, do the hits go up or down, for example? But what about pay-per-click advertising? Don't they trace the number of clicks on your ads and so the number of people who end up on your landing page? Yes and no. My experience with pay-per-click advertising is that sometimes the number of clicks a search engine reports can be exaggerated. One site I was on routinely ran 30% higher in the number of clicks reported than what was measured on my landing page's hit counter. I asked about this and got a long, involved, complex, and entirely incomprehensible answer. What's a super catchy hit anyway? I thanked them politely and closed my account. I've been using SiteMeter at www.sitemeter.com to track the hits on my various landing pages. SiteMeter appears in figure SiteMeter. The basic SiteMeter service is free, although you can pay for more advanced meters. Just click the appropriate Sign Up button as shown in figure SiteMeter and create an account. It is easy, and you'll get a snippet of HTML to embed it in your landing page. Embedding that HTML draws a small site meter icon, shown in Figure A side meter icon, in your page and connects to you to side meter. Want to know your status? Just click the side meter icon in your landing page and you'll be taken to the page that tracks your hits on side meter, shown in Figure side meter status. As you see in Figure, side meter status, side meter breaks down the clicks you have been getting by week, day, and even hour. A huge part of internet marketing is turning your ads and the side meter, which can also tell you where your users are coming from, can be a big part of that. Using email lists, as I mentioned, it's convention wisdom that for some types of products, users have to be exposed to them at least 7 times before they buy. That's not true. Obviously, of common items that the user goes in search of benches at a drugstore site, for example, but it's often true of products you create yourself, such as online programming classes. The strategy is to get people who come to your landing page to sign up for your email list by offering them something of value. That could be a free report, a free sample, or something else of perceived value. The example I used earlier was for a language training site, where to get people to sign up for your email list, you offer them a daily or weekly word translate into 4 languages. I gave this a try and 1,000 people a day signed up. The email list management program I like is AdWords.com. It's powerful, cost efficient, not free, and easy to work with. You write what you want. You will give you the HTML to embed it in your landing page. They handle the list from there. You write the messages you want sent daily, weekly, or whatever, and set up the schedule as well. You can schedule according to the calendar or according to when the person signs up. That is, even though you've been running your list for years, a newly signed up person would be message 1 first, message 2 next, and so on. You can track how many people are on your email list and who they are. But people take great care to avoid spamming, but some of your recipients will invisible complain to their ISP that you are spamming them. Even though they sign up, they can be a problem if you get banned from, say, AOL. So a bird doesn't a spam score on your messages and warns you if there's a problem. Want to sign up for this service? Go to www.weber.com, order HTM, as you can see in Figure eber.com. Additional thoughts on marketing. Marketing on the internet can be touched. If you have a super niche, things can go well. I've seen people become the sole importers of a certain type of Japanese novelty, open, and make a living from those, but super niches can be here to find. It is important that you try to draw the user into your site as much as possible. In addition to asking them to sign up for your email list with a template offer, you might set up a multi-page tour of your products or service. You can also give video tours or do a video presentation of your products or service. This can be particularly effectively for a service. Set up a streaming video. You shoot the video in WMV format and then upload it to a streaming video server, which costs money. The server I've been using raised its prices a while ago, and I closed my account. To find a server, just do an online search for streaming video server. After you have signed up, you upload your WMV file. They give you its user URL, and you link to that URL in your landing page. And now some special controls you can embed it in your web page let you do streaming video. Take a look at www.aspnetvideo.com. Another powerful technique is to offer 3 samples. If you are offering programming classes, for example, tell people that their first class is free and make it easy to get in touch with you if prospective customers have questions. Toll-free numbers have become cheap these days. At least provide people an email address or page to contact you if they have questions. Another way to get the word out: create a blog, recommend blogspot at www.blogspot.com. It can take time to attract a lot of people to read what you have to say, but if it's good stuff, people will show up, especially if you advertise.